Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we are going to spend a little time with a good friend, a local business person who actually I think might be international in scope by now, Lorri Rishar, the MBA and owner and CEO of Edge Partnerships, which is actually headquartered in Lansing, but you're kind of getting all over the Midwest these days. How you doing, Lorri?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thank you. So good to spend some time with you today.
So,
Yes.
so let's
Oh,
talk about Edge and where you are.
yeah. So the bulk of us Edgers are sitting in our beautiful capital city, Lansing. We love our city, and but with today's workforce, it's hybrid flexibility. But this team of mine loves to come together. So you'll find them in the office most days, and we're kind of busting at the seams. We are blessed to be able to. We just added 3 new staffers here in our Lansing office. Marquette's growing in leaps and bounds, and it's just been a fantastic experience. Our Chicago satellite, we're kind of winding that down just a bit because we're growing so much here in Lansing that I want to spend a lot of my attention right here in our own great state.
Well, and we can use your attention. You've been a real contributor to the growth that's happening in Lansing, and there is kind of a renaissance going on. Let's talk about Marquette, though. I love Marquette. That's one of my favorite cities. Tell me how that's gone.
Oh, Marquette is just, and if you recall, Chris, that's a case, it was during COVID. I wanted the talent. The talent was Lansing born and raised, but went to Northern Michigan University and fell so in love with Marquette that now she's a homeowner. So she said, I want to work for you so bad, but I'm not leaving Marquette. So she gets back down because she has family here quarterly, but our Marquette office, and it's such a vibrant office with staffers, our interns from Northern Michigan. So we're taking that new young talent, and boy, Chris, they teach us a lot, as they learn from us as well. We teach them some more traditional stuff. Well, they're teaching us all the latest and greatest. And I know we're going to talk about AI, but boy, does that generation coming out of school love it. Artificial intelligence. We've been all using it for years, of course, but now it's just blown up.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It was like we used the internet for years, and then all of a sudden it blew up,
Yes, yes.
So let's talk about the year kind of in review, 23 projects, news, awards, any of that.
Wow, it's just been, every year has its opportunities and its challenges, and it's sometimes a few of those challenges that, just make us stronger and reaffirm who we are and what we're doing. Our clients are just, our first client from 16 and a half years ago remains our client to this day. And to me, that speaks so highly of our partnership and the relationships we build. They're not transactional, they're meaningful, they're life enriching. These are some of our dearest friends are our clients, and we love to help them succeed in what their endeavors are.
It's interesting you say that because one of the things that I love about your company and you, I'll say it, and you, is I guess the fabric from which you're made. And I've been interested to look at your client base, which is made from the same fabric, interestingly enough.
Yes, it's a very colorful quilt, if you will. We represent government, nonprofits, for-profits, and everything in between. So we can take the best of all those worlds and share them with each other, those best practices. Because people say, oh, I want a marketer who just knows healthcare, or I just want a marketer who knows, insurance. And these highly regulated businesses are complex. But wouldn't you want a marketer who can take the best of all those different worlds and share those and help you enjoy success? So yeah, our client list it's a who's who of interesting and wonderful organizations.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So, speaking of AI, I'm glad you brought it up. It's taken on a much bigger role in business in 23. Has that helped productivity? How has it affected you guys?
So, I'm kind of old school on this one because I want people to have natural talents. So AI just becomes another tool. It's like our AP style book, our thesaurus, if people still use a thesaurus, I still use a thesaurus, or, all those different tools. And if you can use that tool not to substitute, but to enhance what you're offering, I think that's my concern is people are forgetting the power of writing in the word. And so there's got to be some balance between the two. I don't want a computer spitting out words for my clients. I'm going to create those words and that content. But there are times where you're, stuck on what's that perfect phrase that I can't get out of my brain out onto the screen. And so AI has a role in that.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting because you also have to have that ability to even look over AI, because AI is not infallible. It
Right.
does make mistakes. So that's important too. Well, listen, you've had a great 23. You've experienced nothing but growth for the last several years. Congratulations on everything you've done. And also, we didn't get to this, but the boards that you have served on and the boards you are presently serving on. And thank you for cleaning up my mess at AARP. That's a new president.
Oh, I have a big legacy to fill there, but wonderful, wonderful work we're doing together.
Yeah, it really is. All right. Lorri Rishar, owner and CEO of Edge Partnerships. You have a very Merry Christmas, my dear.
Yeah. Merry Christmas and a most wonderful of New Year's.
We're looking forward to that, and you're going to be a big part of that. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.